thought you'd hear it, never thought you'd feel the ache. But silence has a way of reaching hearts that almost break, left unspoken but heard, like the breeze in a room without a word. You caught the line between my tears and held it like it made things clear. No, I didn't say a thing, but somehow you still heard everything. It wasn't wrapped in melody, no pretty chords, no guarantee, just a hum beneath my chest. I tried to hide, but you heard the rest. I never knew it mattered, never knew it played that loud. But quiet can be power when the pain won't speak out loud. Left unspoken but heard, like a note in the dark you gently stirred. You found the parts I couldn't face and gave my silence a little grace. No, I didn't say a thing, but somehow you still heard everything. If I could say it now, I'd still be slow, 'cause some truths bloom in shadows. But you knew what I couldn't show, and that's how I know. Left unspoken but heard, like a prayer that never needed words. You listened past the things I feared and held me close without coming near. No, I didn't say a thing, but somehow you still heard everything. Wrote this on a quiet night, didn't think it'd ever leave my mind. Just a way to clear the smoke, not a message wrapped in hope. Wasn't meant to find your ears, but somehow you drew it near. You pressed play like you knew what I never meant to share with you. This wasn't meant for you, just words I whispered to the moon. But you held them like they mattered, let them echo, let them shatter. And now I can't undo. This wasn't meant for you. I never signed it with the name, never lit it with a flame. But you read between the sighs, heard the truth behind the lines. I didn't mean to make it reach, didn't know I'd start to preach, but your eyes said you knew, even silence can speak through. This wasn't meant for you, just notes I left inside a room. But you heard them with no warning, like a soul caught in the morning. It started in the chest, not in the eyes. A quiet tremble I couldn't disguise. No one noticed how I held my breath, like holding back the edge of something left. No tear had fallen yet, but my heart had started to sweat in the hush before the fall. I heard the silence say it all. Before the first cry, there's a quake, a shaking soul you can't unmake. You feel it rising through your skin, like a storm that won't begin. You didn't see the pain arrive, but I was breaking before the first cry. I smiled with lips I didn't trust, tried to laugh like it was just another long day fading slow. But something deeper tried to show. You looked away too soon, didn't catch the crack in tune, a voice that almost called for light, but held it back with all its might. Before the first cry, there's a sound of something sinking without ground, like whispers begging not to fall, still hoping someone hears it all. You didn't see my swollen sky, but I was drowning before the first cry. Maybe if you stayed a beat, you'd have heard it under my heartbeat. That little tremor in my tone, the part that shook when I'm alone. Before the first cry, there's a sign, a melody between the lines. And if you truly listen near, you'll catch the sob that hides in fear. Not every tear begins with ice, some fall inside before the first cries cry. Had a pen and a restless mind, no clear thought, just a rhythm in time. I let the lines fall as they came, didn't know they'd carry your name. It was rain without a storm, words unshaped, feelings unborn. But then you played it through, and somehow it spoke to you. I wrote it without knowing why, just a whisper under midnight sky. I didn't know your pain would rhyme with these chords I couldn't define, but you heard me clear as light. I wrote it without knowing why. There were no plans, no hidden plea, just a song to set something free. Didn't expect it to be read, like a letter never meant to be said. But you traced the tears between the cracks I thought no one had seen. And now I wonder if I was writing straight to you. I wrote it without knowing why, like the wind just passing by. Didn't mean for it to stay, but you played it anyway. And you knew the how and why of what I wrote, without knowing why. Songs don't need permission to find the soul that needs the healing. Maybe the ones we barely try are the ones that teach us why. I wrote it without knowing why, but you gave the words a sky. Now when I hear it play, it feels like you're not far away. Guess I wrote it for your cry, even if I never knew why. She played the chords with shaky hands. No big dreams, no big plans. Just a loop from a lonely night, where words fell soft and didn't fight. She hit send like closing eyes. Didn't look, didn't analyze. No caption, no grand intent, just something she needed to vent. This is the song she sent first. Sent first. She didn't check the plays or likes, didn't scroll through sleepless nights. She just let the silence fall and hoped it landed, that's all. No applause in her mind, just peace that she finally tried to say something true and bare, even if no one would care. This is the song she sent first, a whisper in a world unrehearsed. Not meant to save or heal, but somehow it made someone feel. And that's the beauty unrehearsed in the courage of the song she sent first. The heart just speaks, even when it feels too weak. And even if it's just a start, it might reach another heart. So this is a song she sent first. Not perfect, but filled with her hurt. She didn't know it'd change a day for someone lost along the way, but all she did was lift the curse by sending out the song she sent first. clock blinked past 2:03. My window caught the city sleep. I wrapped my arms around the air, not expecting someone there. But then your song played low, and something in me started to glow. Like someone out there knew what silence always hid from view. Midnight didn't feel alone, like someone reached inside my phone, with chords that touched the quiet part that's lived too long inside my heart. You didn't know, but you were home. Midnight didn't feel alone. The words weren't loud, just true, like they'd waited all day to get through. I didn't cry, not quite, but I breathed softer in the night. You weren't here, but still near, the kind of closeness born of fear. And though I'll never know your face, you filled the cold with gentle grace. Midnight didn't feel alone. Your melody cut through the stone. I used to wrap around my chest. You gave my stillness time to rest. No promises, no borrowed tone. Midnight didn't feel alone. Sometimes it only takes a note to keep a sinking soul afloat. And even if it wasn't planned, it felt like someone took my hand. Midnight didn't feel alone, though I sat quiet on my own. You'll never know the way it healed to finally feel something real. That little song, that unknown tone, made midnight not feel alone. Walls didn't echo, air didn't hum. No one knocked, no footsteps come. But still a sound began to bloom, a voice inside a quiet room. It wasn't loud, but it was near, not in my ears. It sang through fear, like someone whispered what I hide in the place I ran to cry. A voice inside a quiet room. No crowd, no light, no full perfume. Just chords that felt like open skin, like someone knew what lived within. And though I never said a thing, that voice, it made my silence sing. No playlist told it to appear, no speaker called of pain I never claimed, and dreams I thought had lost their name. It didn't try to ask me why, it simply breathed and let me lie. A voice inside a quiet room turned shadows into gentle tune. It didn't cure or promise peace, but gave my storm a place to cease. No spotlight, stage, or costume, just truth inside a quiet room. Maybe music travels through the places we think no one knew. And maybe those who sing unknown still sit with hearts that feel alone. A voice inside a quiet room, no answer yet it made some room. It stayed until the ache grew soft and let me cry with corners off. Not all out songs can really move like the voice inside my quiet room. I wasn't thinking hearts or names, no candlelight, no playing games. Just a rhythm born from rain and chords that knew a bit of pain. No sweet confession in the lines, no promises, no valentines. But when it played through quiet night, someone said it felt just right. It's not a love song, but it's warm, like comfort in a softer form. Didn't say I need you here, but someone wiped away a tear. It never asked for hearts to melt, not a love song, still felt. I didn't mean to make it stay, just let it flow and drift away. No name carved how to move without I love you. And maybe that's the kind we miss, the ones that never ask for a kiss. Just something real, no words had spelled, not a love song. I made a cup just past 10. I didn't think I'd sit this long again. Steam rose like thoughts I never said. Then your voice played in my head. Didn't know I'd lean so still. Didn't know your sound would fill the quiet space. The morning gloom turned my kitchen to a softer room. Coffee cooled while listening in, but somehow you kept listening. In every note my shoulders eased, in every pause my soul was teased. I forgot the time, the cup, the sting, 'cause coffee cooled while your song did everything. I wasn't searching for a fix, just background hum, some mellow mix. But there you were, with velvet tone, telling truths I thought I owned. Didn't try to make me cry, didn't even ask me why. But something in your melody felt like it sat down next to me. Coffee cooled while listening, and something warm was settling in. You weren't here, but you were near, like comfort wrapped around my fear. I didn't notice anything except your song was happening. Some songs don't scream or plead, they just show up when you need. And though my hands grew cold to hold, my chest burned gently deep and bold. Coffee cooled while listening, and silence started whispering. You're not alone, just let it play. And I believed it in that way. No rush, no fix, no questioning, just coffee cold and a heart glistening. You didn't sing it loud or strong, no high notes, no perfect song, but something in the way it played felt like words you couldn't say. You paused between the lines, held back more than just the rhymes, but I kept listening close for what the silence chose. I'm still reading between chords, finding meaning that was never scored. The rest, the breaks, the quiet fall, say more than lyrics ever called. Even when your voice avoids, I'm still reading between chords. Maybe you don't even know how deep your quiet verses go, but I can hear the they just need space and time to stay. And I'm not done learning yours through the space between your chords. Still reading between chords, where the quiet speaks much more. You didn't spell it out in ink, but I heard it in the way you think. And I'll be here with open doors, still reading between chords, between chords. She wrote the words to clear her mind. Thought no one else would read between the lines. Just verses tied in midnight thread, laid down in quiet, left unsaid. But somewhere soft beyond the stream, someone heard more than she'd mean. A sentence slipped, a line too bare, and suddenly they felt her there. When lyrics reach too far, past the screens, past the dark, their headphones into someone's night. They held the words like borrowed light. She never knew they traveled far, but her lyrics reached too far. It wasn't meant to speak so loud. She only sang to calm her cloud, but every phrase she thought was small became the voice for someone's fall. She never aimed to be the hand that helped the stranger understand, but ink became a gentle flame that whispered someone's hidden name. When lyrics reached too far, they found the cracks behind the scars. They weren't written to be known, but someone took them as their own. She didn't see the healing start when lyrics reached too far. She never saw the tears they dried, or how the chorus saved a night. But that's the beauty words can give. They live in places we can't live. When lyrics reached too far, they became a beating heart. In silence no one thought would break. They were the breath someone could take. She never meant to be that star, but her lyrics reached too far. She never saw the tears they dried, or how the chorus saved a night. But that's the beauty words can give. They live in places we can't live. She never meant to be that star, but her lyrics reached too far. think it meant that much. Just a song I couldn't touch. But you found it in the air, heard the ache I didn't share. You played it soft like it was meant, though I never knew what it really meant. I didn't know you needed it. Didn't know you'd fall into it. Just a melody I let go. Now it's a place where you feel whole. I wasn't aiming, didn't commit, but somehow you needed it. It wasn't shaped to ease a soul, wasn't wrapped in healing rolls, but your silence gave it space, and your heart gave it a face. I never asked who'd hear, never guessed it land so near, but something in you recognized what I had tucked behind my eyes. I didn't know you needed it. Didn't know your cracks could fit in every note I let just fall. In every pause you felt it all. I thought it faded into mist, but you caught it, 'cause you needed it. Funny how the quiet things are what the broken feeling brings. And though I'll never know your name, I'm glad it reached you just the same. I didn't know you needed it. Didn't mean to light your spirit, but now I see it had a way to make you breathe, to make you stay. And though I never could predict, it found you when you needed it. I didn't know the place, the face, didn't know the time or space. Just let the melody unfold, like writing warmth into the cold. No label tied around the tune, no spotlight stage or crowded room, but somewhere someone pressed play and let it carry them that day. You were saved without a name. No one called, no one claimed, but the song reached out in air and found a heart too tired to care. I may never hear your frame, but you were saved without a name. I wasn't aiming for a soul, just let the rhythm take control. Didn't carve it with a face, but somehow it still found its place. It traveled farther than I thought, to places silence often fought. And though we'll never meet or speak, I heard your breath within the beat. with lights. Sometimes it's chords and quiet nights. Sometimes a stranger's song can bend the fall and make a heart mend. You were saved without a name, and that's okay, it's not a claim. It's just a whisper, soft and true, that reached the part you hid from view. And though I'll never know you came, you were saved without a name. I wrote it late, didn't think much, just chords and lines without a crutch. No big emotion, no deep intent, just passing thoughts I never meant. But then you told me how it hit, how every line seemed custom fit. And I stood there caught off guard by how you made it feel like art. It was never just a song, not to you, not all alone. I called it simple, maybe plain, but you heard comfort in the rain. You turned it into something strong. It was never just a song. I didn't sing it to be heard, didn't weigh the weight of every word, but you played it on repeat and found your heartbeat in the beat. Now I wonder what you saw in lines I barely knew I'd draw. Maybe it found a space to stay inside your silence day by day. It was never just a song. You felt safe when things went wrong, while I thought it disappeared. You made it something real sincere. You gave it meaning all along. It was never just a song. Maybe I'll never understand how it slipped right through my hands to find a soul across the street and lift them softly to their feet. It was never just a song. Now I see where it belongs, not in charts or crowded shows, but in the heart no one knows. You made it right, you made it strong. It was never just a song. There's a note I always play when words just won't obey. It's soft, but it won't bend. It lingers longer than the end. No one hears the way I mean, but it hums It's where I go when I can't cry, when silence needs a lullaby. No need for bridges, no refrain, just fingers speaking what I can't explain. Each note a shade I never show, but somehow you still seem to know. It's muted pain in D major, no climax, just a slow savior. It never begs for tears to fall, but it holds the weight of all what I buried under layers came through in D major. Sometimes the softest sound can shake the heaviest ground, and the key I didn't choose became the one I always use. It's muted pain in D major, unwritten scars in every layer. You heard it though I said no word. You felt what only I heard. It wasn't loud, it wasn't clear, but my whole heart was playing here. I sent a sound into the night, didn't think it'd catch a light, but someone somewhere pressed play and let it guide there yesterday. I didn't know the room, the name, but silence there, it felt the same. And in the chords I softly strung, a stranger heard what I'd begun. Echoes from a stranger's room carried my quiet like perfume through walls I'll never see or know. My voice became their undertow. I didn't knock, I didn't loom, still echoed in a stranger's room. No address, no map, no trace, but they heard sorrow in the space. And maybe they were crying too when my melody broke through. It's strange how music finds a door without a name to hold it for, but still it lands without a sound on hearts that needed to be found. Echoes from a stranger's room, no photos, only quiet bloom. A song I thought would disappear became the thing they needed near. Not planned, not loud, no grand costume, just echoes in a stranger's room. Maybe pain don't Echoes from a stranger's room lit up my voice in someone's gloom. And though I'll never hear them speak, they heard my song when they felt weak. Now silence hums in quiet tune with echoes from a stranger's room. She played it once and let it fade. Didn't think of what she made. Just a note, a simple sound that floated gently then fell down. But somewhere out beyond her walls, it caught a heart mid-heavy fall and held them there without a name, wrapped in melody and flame. It was just a single tone, but it found someone alone. She'll never see the way it shined through someone's night, through someone's mind. A quiet light she didn't show. That note she'll never know. She moved on, wrote something new. Never knew what silence grew inside a stranger who pressed play and heard their storm just drift away. No message carved, no grand reveal, but still that note knew how to heal. A lifeline played in soft disguise between the chords, between the cries. It was just a single tone, but it pulled someone back home. She'll never know it made them stay when everything else slipped away. She'll never ask, they'll never show the note. She'll never know. Sometimes songs are soft goodbyes, sometimes they're breath in tightest nights. And though she'll never hear the thanks, that note rewrote someone's blank. It was just a single tone, but it touched a broken bone. She played then walked into the day while someone else found how to stay. And though the story won't be told, She didn't mean to heal, just saying what helped her deal. But what she shared in gentle tone made someone feel they're not alone. She never knew what it would seal, but still, she helped them heal. Maybe healing starts by chance, in sounds that slip through circumstance. She gave no cure, no promised peace, just space where sorrow found release. She didn't mean to heal, but her song became